Hi. To give you a sense of our software, I'll go through some of the highlights. We'll start with the crop plan page. This is the summary view and it gives you an overall look at your cropping intentions. At the detail level, you're going to put in what crop you're growing, the yields, and the prices are going to be calculated from your contracts and the futures market. You're going to need to put in your seed, fertilizer, chemical, insurance, and other expenses. And how much of each crop you're going to grow, whether you do it with an unassigned acres or if you assign acres to your crops. On the overhead page, we enter all the expenses not associated with the crop inputs page. Here is the 18 accounts that we need to put in to make sure that we capture all of the expenses for your farm, both cash and non-cash items. We then go to the cash surplus profit page to show where your revenues and inputs are, what your contribution margin is, and of course what your cash overhead is. This number is very important to know what the efficiency of your farm is and how much risk you are taking on with this level of overhead. The next is percent sold. Percent sold is where you enter contracts and manage your exposure to risk of the markets. Reduce your market risk by taking on flat pricing, futures positions, basis levels, or options. Here you can see at what level you are. Of course, cash flow is important, and so you need to be able to see what cash you have going out and how much cash you need to have coming in through your sales, and being able to see when it is you need to time those sales for your farm. It's nice to have a schedule on when you have crop going out. So here we put together a monthly schedule of your delivery. You can also break it down by each crop. You can measure your exposure to weather by putting in your what-if crop insurance statement. Here this graph is going to show you at what levels each one of your coverage choices provides. Entering in all the assets and liabilities of the farm will get you to this report ratios page. This page is going to show how strong you are financially and show you what the bank thinks of your financial situation. These are the report ratios that they use. You can go to our benchmark area and compare how your crops do to other people in your area or in your soil zone. Compare your yield, price, and your seed, fert, chemical usage. The important number here is the contribution margin. Maybe you would like to compare yourself on an overhead level to see how your fuel and repairs, etc. compares to others. A powerful feature of the software is that you can look back over time and compare year-over-year results. But you can also create a scenario, a plan B, and see if this plan is going to be better than plan A. You don't have to do this alone. You can share this file with your banker or agronomist, and they can evaluate your plan to help make it better. Or give me a call and check to make sure you've entered everything okay. There's a lot more to this program, but I'd like you to see that there's a lot more to this program. But if you like having all this information at your fingertips to help you make decisions, give us a call. We can help.